So hey guys, we're back again, and I have another interesting one for you. So we're back on CNN Business again. For some reason, I tried Google's prototype smart glasses, and it almost made me forget about my phone. Opinions. How often do you reach for your phone to get directions, answer a video call, or Google something? Probably more times than you can count. I doubt. Google wants to change that, and it's not alone. The search giant is part of a growing cohort of tech companies betting big on smart glasses that uses artificial intelligence to relay information from your phone to analyze your surroundings using cameras and microphones. That's a touchy subject. A lot of people don't like the fact that you have a device that basically keeps recording continuously. We have the Ray-Bans smart glasses that have Meta, especially Meta collecting a bunch of videos when you don't know what's going on. Touchy subject for privacy, especially in the hands of Meta. Google is no different. Google demonstrated its glasses in May and introduced the software behind them a year ago, but last week it showed CNN and other outlets a more detailed look at the software, providing a better glimpse into what to expect when the glasses launch next year. It could be a step towards a world where people are no longer grabbing their phones every few seconds. Could it? Let's just imagine a world where nobody's grabbing their phone to check something. Is that even possible? Number one, I don't think so. As long as people still have their phones in their pockets, they're gonna reach for them. Because the current technology, you're not telling me that the current technology is gonna be able to create something as powerful as a phone, as capable as a phone, and be able to fit it inside of eyeglasses. You're not gonna tell me that. And plus, like I said, for privacy reasons, maybe that could be passed with the software, and also maybe even hardware to be able to have something to block the cameras from always recording or something like that. But I don't think so. It's not as powerful. The technology is not there. Maybe when we discover how to make batteries last longer, tiny little batteries that could last days, then we can think of that. But right now, I don't see it. If the glasses are successful, that is, Google Glass, the company's previous attempt, smart glasses, flopped roughly a decade ago because they were unstylish, expensive, limited in functionality, and brought up a wave of privacy concerns. This is still standing to this day. It doesn't matter if it's Google, Apple, or whatever. If you hook up a camera on eyeglasses and then the camera is controlled, it's not like you have a button to enable that. Maybe something they will do, but they also want it to be seamless, because you don't want to be pressing a button every time, or maybe using a voice assistant. Maybe I don't want to carry a voice assistant that's always listening to me. Not everybody who has an iPhone use Siri or has it on always listen. Not everybody who has Alexa enabled devices do that. So how can we expect the same thing from people who will eventually be wearing those glasses? Anyway, privacy concerns, to me, they're still there, and that's kind of one of the number one hurdles that these companies are gonna have to go through eventually. But for now, I don't see it. Google relies mostly on search advertising, yeah, that's the biggest, and cloud services for its revenue. So hardware products like smart glasses are not going to make or break the nearly $4 trillion tech juggernaut. But the stakes are still high for smart glasses, with tech giants eager to plant their flag in what they see as the next wave of personal computers. If you look at the way Google and many other companies in our industry have grown, it's always about expanding with new computing platforms, say Justin Payne, Google's director of product management for Android XR, the software platform that powers Google's glasses. We see the same thing happening in this space. He added, Google already faces stiff competition, as Meta has touted strong sales of its Ray-Ban glasses, saying in October earnings call that its newest model sold out in almost every store within 48 hours. Tech companies, including Google, have tried and failed to make VR headsets and glasses an everyday product. Similar glasses that can see and or tell the world around you. Is this what they're going for? Or is just so they want to kind of overlay things? So augmented reality, I guess, and yeah, kind of thing. Similar to Meta's Ray-Ban glasses, Google's spectacles let you do a variety of things hands-free, such as taking a photo, getting directions, answering calls, and learning about objects in your viewpoint. In this demo and previous ones, I've asked Gemini questions like, do I need to read the other book in this series, or are these pepper spicy when glancing at a shelf of books or grocery items? Google has made some notable changes since the last time I tried its prototype roughly a year ago. After taking a picture of the room I was in, Google instantly transformed the photo to make it look like the North Pole using Nano Banana AI model. All it took was a simple spoken command. Yeah, so I was impressed, but also a little concerned about how glasses like these so quickly and easily captured and doctored images. Google went down this thirsty road over a decade ago with its failed Google Glasses. Who remember them? Blah 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 blah. Just a long thing going on. Our belief here is that the glasses can fail based on the lack of social acceptance. So, in other words, we have to be fully leaned in to privacy pain. Google Glass, however, faced other hurdles. Yeah, it was more privacy and other things, like the way it looked, the feel of it, and also the technology wasn't there yet. Batteries are better now, and also like the technology for like projecting the image either directly on the retina or on a tiny little glasses that projected. Everything has advanced like 10 years ago, since 10 years ago, so you would expect that. Better than your phone at some things, but not a replacement. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like short, I think just to cut this short, I know what they're gonna say. You don't understand how much like a phone changes things. Like if you've been around before, like we had these smartphones, you know, like we used to carry around like laptops. And then before then, we used to have like desktop. I remember like when laptops first came out, there were phones. At least the first time I saw a laptop, the phones, because I wasn't. I didn't know like a phone could do like similar things, like browse on have a browser, browse online, and things like that. And then phones, when the phone started becoming more powerful than some desktop of years ago, at that point something changed in the way we use the phone. So essentially the phone cemented itself as a replacement for all of those in some way, in some sense. You can game on your phone, but not the same way you can game on a PC or on a dedicated console. But you can have a good experience there, good enough for what you have in your hands. And also for something like reading books, more convenient. I'm not gonna read a physical book, if I can get it on my phone and take it everywhere I go. Can you do that with smart glasses? Yes, but it's kind of weird to read something you don't see. You don't control how far or how close it is to your eyes. Maybe something people can get used to, but like people are kind of stuck in that interface, like a physical thing you hold in your hand, or maybe you place here and then look at it and you know you can hold it, but like something that's on you. And then that interface also, like you can use voice commands, hit or miss every now and then. It's gotten better definitely since the days of the first time like Siri was introduced, or like these voice assistant first got introduced, but it's still not to the point where I will feel comfortable that everything I say, depending on how I say it, the accent I have, that it's going to register the same thing. Have you had a hard time trying to tell Siri something, or the Google Assistant something, depending on the way you speak, or like your accent? I've had that multiple times. I do have a little bit of an accent, but yeah, So it's a bit of a problem. Not everybody speaks like perfect English or like a certain way. So the better these tools get, maybe, but currently I don't see it. Plus, like the interface, it's a bit limited. Yes, it does project an image on your retina or some way of you seeing it, but it's not the same as seeing a text message on your phone where you can do multiple things, even a bit faster. Like if I'm typing an email and then texting somebody at the same time, I could do that. You won't be able to do that on these glasses. You can't speak. You can speak with two mouths. You don't have two mouths in the interface. It only takes one. It recognizes only one speech. It's not like it's gonna have like two microphones so you can speak into this one and then this one. No, but I can type a message here and then type another message on the especially on Android when I'm like multitasking. Text here on WhatsApp and then text on the normal SMS at the same time. And then keep track of those two. I remember when I used to have a Samsung, I would do that. But like can you do that with smart glasses? No, you have to tell the assistant to go in the app, send this message to who, and then send this message to who, one by one. So no multitasking, no having like so those are going to be tough to get over. So to me, I don't even need to read this. Like I know it's not a replacement, maybe like an addition for some people, especially since it's not even something you can carry all day and have an all-day battery at this point in time, or like have all the functionality you will get with your phone. And I don't think it's going to be safe. A lot of people use like their phones maybe to commute for GPS. Am I gonna have like those glasses and then seeing the map overlaid? Is there going to be some interface that connect the glasses to the car, to the CarPlay, or all these questions, little like conveniences that a phone brings that you wouldn't get with those tiny little glasses. So I think it will be like a companion device, kind of like those AI chips they say that you can attach, but it's communicating with your phone, and then you can do certain things using AI commands, something like that, but not like something that's going to take over. So let's get that straight, at least not for now. Maybe in some far away future it could happen. That's my take on it. I hope, but I'm glad to see that it gets better. It gets better over time. So yeah, what do you think? What do you think of these new Google Glasses? Were you or? But I guess it hadn't been in the hands of that many people, anyways, to begin with. So yeah, what do you think of these glasses? The previous one, Google Glasses, the failed ones, and also for the future. Yeah, let me know below in the comments, and let's continue the conversation. Yeah, have a good one, and Google Glasses, new ones, hopefully it gets better. Have a good one, and I'll catch you next time.